Good morning, student. Now we will start chapter 3 of political science, election and representation. From the heading, why did India adopt the FPTP system? First past the post system. Why was adopted in India? The answer is not very difficult to guess if you have carefully read the box explaining the Rajya Sabha election. You would have noticed that it is a complicated system which may work in a small country, but would be difficult to work in a subcontinental country like India. In previous topic, when we were discussing about the elections in Rajya Sabha, we have noticed that representation system was a complicated system. Proportional representation a complicated system है, and it is not applicable in a vast country like India. The reason for the popularity and success of the FPTP system is its simplicity. Why FPTP or first past the post system is popular in a country like India? Why it is popular? Because the simplicity of the election. The election are conducted in a very simple way through which a common man can easily participate in the election and cast his or her vote and contest the election. This is the simplicity of the FPTP system. The entire election system is extremely simple to understand even for common voters who may have no specialized knowledge about politics and elections. There is also a clear choice presented to the voters at the time of election. In this system, first past the post system में, there is a clear choice present to the voters to whom they like, which party they like, which candidate they like. They can prefer those parties and candidates in the election and can give their votes to the candidates or to the parties. Voters have to simply endorse a candidate or a party while voting. Depending on the nature of actual politics, voters may either give greater importance, voters may give either greater importance to the party or to the candidate, or balance the two. The FPTP system offers voters a choice not simply between parties but specific candidates. In FPTP system, first past the post system में, the candidates have both the choice. Either they like any political party, or they like any candidate belongs to any party. Both the choice a voter have in this system. In other electoral systems, especially PR systems, voters are often asked to choose a party and the representatives are elected on the basis of party lists. As a result, there is no one representative who represents and is responsible for one locality. In constituency-based system like FPTP, the voters know who their own representative is and can hold him or her accountable. So in this system, the voter know who is his representative, to whom he is going to elect, to whom he is going to cast his or her vote. Or in any kind of situation, the voter can hold his representative accountable for any action taken by that particular candidate while becoming in the government. Then, more importantly, the makers of our constitution, the makers of our constitution, the makers of our constitution means the members of the Constituent Assembly also felt that PR based election may not be suitable for giving a stable government in a parliamentary system. What does it mean? When our constitution, Constituent Assembly, or we can say the constitution makers of country, they have exercised so many things during the colonial rule, and they have realized that in such a vast country like India, when we are going to adopt the parliamentary system, then proportional representation will not be effective properly. So they adopted this first past the post system. We shall study the nature of parliamentary system of executive in the next chapter. This system requires that executive has majority in the legislature. You will notice that the PR system may not produce a clear majority because seats in the legislature would be divided on the basis of share of votes. The FPTP system generally gives the largest party or coalition some extra bonus seats. FPTP system, first past the post system, what gives? It gives either large parties who comes in majority, or it gives the coalition government some extra bonus seats. Coalition some extra bonus seats means when some parties collectively form the government. They are ready to take the responsibility of forming the government and run the country. This is coalition government. More than their share of votes would allow. Thus, this system, this means FPTP, first past the post system, makes it possible for parliamentary government to function smoothly. It makes the government to function smoothly and effectively by facilitating the formation of a stable government, stable up to the whole tenure. In India, as you know, we are having 5-year tenure of a government. So the government which run throughout the 5 years, it is stable government. Finally, FTPT system encourages voters from different social groups. It encourages function. What does it provide? It provides the encouragement to the voters from different social groups, either minority, majority, different caste, different religions, together to win an election in a locality. In our India, whenever election happens, no government, no candidate or neither party can win only alone on the basis of the single religion, single caste or single community के base पर they cannot win the election. It is a collective achievement of the society when a government is formed by the parties or different candidates. In a diverse country like India, a PR system would encourage each community to form its own nationwide party. Second function of FTPT, second function, it encourages the each community that they can participate in election actively and they can form their own nationwide parties. Either national parties or regional parties, people are free to form their parties and participate in election. This may also have been at the back of the mind of our constitution makers. The experience of the working of the constitution has confirmed the expectations of the constitution makers. The FPTP system has proved to be simple and familiar to ordinary voter. This is its important it is simple and familiar to the ordinary voter. A common man, an illiterate man, can also understand the system of election of our country, and he can cast his vote to the person to whom he choose or according to his choice. It has helped larger parties to win clear majority at the center and state level. This system has also discouraged political parties that get all their votes only from one caste or community. Normally, the working of the FPTP system results in two-party system. This means that there are two major competitors for power, and power is often shared by these two parties alternatively. Then it is difficult for new parties or the third party to enter the competition and share power. In this respect, the experience of FPTP in India is slightly different. It gives chance to newcomers also, new parties, new candidates to participate in election and form the government. After independence, though we adopted the FPTP system, there emerged a one-party dominance, and along with it, there existed many smaller parties. After independence, though we have adopted FPTP system, but for a long time period, one party domination was there in Indian politics, that was Congress rule. It was not that Congress exercised the unfair means to remain in politics or remain in power. It was the choice of the people, because Congress was the biggest party which was formed in 1885 and the party led the struggle of independence. That is why it became the first choice of the people for many years after independence. After 1989, India is witnessing the functioning of the multi-party coalition. At the same time, gradually in many states, a two-party competition is emerging. But distinguished features of India's party system is that the rise of coalition has made it possible for a new and smaller parties to enter into electoral competition in spite of the FPTP system. In 1989, say, इंडिया में एक न्यू इरा इन इंडियन पॉलिटिक्स ए न्यू इरा was started. The coalition parties, coalition government era was started. After that, at that time, none of the party got clear majority who could form the government and run the country. In such a situation, what happened that different parties came together with their agreements and promises to form the government collectively and run the country. This was the era of coalition era in Indian political structure, Indian political system. So, dear students, today we will finish here, and this next topic, resolution of constituencies, we will take it to. I hope you have understood which I want to deliver through this video. Thank you very much. May God bless you.